going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the...
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama, Mack Wilson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
180! Mike's 50, Mike's 50! Oh, yeah.
Mayfield on first down. Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw again on second down. Mayfield, that's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll go down at the 28.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
A first down throw from Mayfield. Throw left side complete. It's Hunt. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
20. Mike 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And again, it's Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
180. 54. Switch. Point it right. He's crossing. He's checking. Hey, alert.
Play fake. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Check. Watch 54. Real. Pretty quiet, D. Pretty quiet.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Hold on. Check.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out. And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second and 1, Goff to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. And Zuerlein's kick is good. Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate. 87% in 2018.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Regular.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. First and 5. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Landry the intended target, but it'll be second down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Caught left side. It's Beckham. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
4 down. 51, Mike. Hey, Delta.
Here's Goff. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. A 3rd down gain of 19. You know, you wonder how the Rams' game plan in Super Bowl 53 might have been different with a healthy Cooper Kupp. He was injured on November 11th, torn ACL, out for the year. But he was on his way to a 1,000-yard season in his 2nd NFL campaign. Had 566 yards in 8 games before the injury. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes can work as well.
To throw is gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37.
I know you're trying to have a scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, I need to do something to get more than that. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Greystone travel. Watch the twins.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mayfield down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Go, Mike.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. Goff now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Now Goff over the middle. That's hauled in by Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Rabbit. 12. Check. 50. Go. Check. 53's Mike. Get that quarterback, D-line. Hey, Shell. All right.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Wide open receiver complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Goff now throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Travis Carey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's regular.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Flushed out right. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Jannard Avery able to get in there and drop him behind the line. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Goff, and Cooks has it over the middle. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. first down, it's gone. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Here's Gall. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the rookie from Alabama, Mack Wilson. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. He was going for Gates, his tight end that time. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Check three. Run.
From the gun, Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Let's go.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
A toss play to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb for the 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to.
And my goodness, another interception. picked off by Morgan Burnett. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Trying to get it to Woods. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Hey,
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to pour it on. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, his first touchdown of the new season. And it's for pride now, but the Rams do get a bit closer. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays.
That's caught at the 25. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 78 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down, Rams.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Out of the gun, Goff. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Hey, 76! 76!
Goff on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Another try on second down with Gurley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Now it's Gurley. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's fourth down.
Switch.
They're running with Gurley. Oh, and they had it stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Watch the screen.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations...
He's got it at the 15. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The end result, 21 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now gone. And now here is another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys will take over at their own 44. Yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. That's some strong running. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Chubb, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A run for Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1.